28 teams. It was a full
crazy.
qualifier for the first time of any Mythic Cup.
For anybody that says that NACS is dead, it's not. 128 teams comes down to this. Eclipse making it through with the Russian Canadians, and now Eclipse has to play the #1 seed of not Triumph going into this right now. Let's talk about it a little bit once we have a lull, maybe a timeout or something to give a preload or a loadout of the teams. But let's hop straight into Vertigo. This first map in his best out of 3, starting with Eclipse here on.
Was already positioned, but just waiting for Droid to join him for this retake.
Yeah, that big backstab that you had there going in from Viz allowed this 2 versus 2, allowed this plan, and even allowed good positioning for the terrorist side on this post-plant situation. But now as Viz is holding towards the back of the generator, he spots the first kill and gets straight off by Droid, though. Back to a 1 versus 1. Droid is going to put a smoke up in the front, and he's going to try to get this defused, but he doesn't have a kit, so he's going to have to tap it and look for an early fight. A pop flash to come out first. He's looking for this kill. Close range, gets it, and that is going to be enough time to go in for the defuse.
Actually, no, he has no kit.
No kit. So it is going to go off no matter what, unfortunately. So it is going to be a third unanswered round here for not Triumph.
Triumph getting a little bit lucky there, but of course they did manage to run down the clock enough for Droid not to be able to defuse.
Half by, we'll see what they're going to try to do with this. It's a MAC-10 that they have, or sorry, an MP9 that they have here for Gyoshi. I see an AUG for Droid too, just because he saved that on that previous round. So they're going to try to use that weapon to their advantage for maybe this long-range battle here towards this A ramp. The first point of contact is going to be that man in question, Droid with the AUG. But the rest still very slow here for Not Triumph, looking for this mid-control first.
Yep, just so you guys know, Not Triumph picked Vertigo, Eclipse picked Mirage, and left over is Inferno. So we're definitely going to see Mirage after this. But right now we're on Vertigo, which has become more popular in recent seasons in Premier, which I do like to see because the map is very interesting to watch and to play.
Yeah, definitely is. I'm still trying to look at the Not Triumph on this A side. The smoke towards the default boxes to cover up the backside. There's no point of attack coming back from Eclipse so far.
I mean, it's really tough. Vertigo is one of those rare maps in the map pool that are T-sided, so you kind of expect the Ts to get off to a hot start. But you do have to show some aggression on your CT side to try and get things going. You see that happening from Zeptic here, who's pushed up towards mid, and he's waiting at ladder room. Viz does get the opening shot, but Zeptic could do so much damage. Nope, he drops down and Bwills is watching it. That's the thing, you know, if the Ts decide to take it more passively, then you have exactly that happen. They just get the frags and the aggression goes for naught.
Well, you see it as well. The default for Not Triumph is they always have like those 2-3 guys on mid side. Bwills was already waiting for anybody coming down towards that staircase, knowing that Eclipse is going to be on a niko. They might try to go for that type of flash.
60 should be able to clean him up. But Cooper through the boxes gets John, leaving only Robby, who does manage to get one.
I mean, they've had a couple of fights that maybe worked in their favor, but overall, it's still going to be very dominant in the end on the scoreboard for Not Triumph. And look at that. Another body peek, but again, an eco round coming in for Eclipse. It's pistol armor, MP9 for Robby or Gyoshi, whatever you guys want. But it's still going to be a second one now for Cooper, and Triumph are looking for an 8th unanswered round.
Oh my goodness, Cooper's just gonna probably get third. Oh, he doesn't connect on it and takes a little bit of damage in turn. Still, he's got 2 nice ones to open up the round here to make. Losing record, that's really, really good. And that's why, of course, you're seeing him here on Not Triumph.
So to be able to add into a roster like Not Triumph, that could basically put a big mark and a big boost into this team to maybe contend into North America. We were so close to see Triumph and Chaos back then. You know, fighting edge neck and neck with the tier 1 CS teams, and hopefully we're going to be able to see this from Not Triumph into the future with this roster now.
It's so stacked. This roster is insane. I mean, if these guys click, and I imagine that they will, because Shake is an incredible IGL that has worked with so many different teams, that I think he's going to be able to get the most out of every single one of these players. Not to mention, this is Shake's 8th Mythic Cup.
To be silent, actually, just hiding on. He's going to get this kill. Easy kill onto John right now. He's a little bit too much when the bomb was already dropped. So now 60, it allows him to lurk into this site on the A side. Just above him is going to be Robby. He hears the scope, but this could be the surprise factor coming in from the default spot. He's waiting, anticipating for it, going for it. They both whipped the shot, but unfortunately, faster, and should I say slower on the reload for the AWP. 60 just is able to spray and get that final kill.
You know, as a fill-in, though, he wasn't permanently part of the roster, but still, that's a testament to his talent. If you look at over the last 3 months, he has 546 frags, plus 28 kill-to-death differential, 20.2 frags per map, 85.1 ADR and 43 kill plus rounds. That includes 7 4Ks and an ace. He's really, yeah, he's unbelievable in terms of how he can turn around a match.
Maybe
all
not
by
with his mollies, though.
Well, yeah, you know, as I'm saying some such flattering things, he flubs the molly completely.
Well, at least they have a mixed buy coming in for the CT side. Eclipse 0 and 11 right. Focus here once we take the terrorist side for Eclipse. But that said, though, you're hearing a bit of footsteps to start things off. But Shakezullah is already in a great position at the bottom of the ramp with that bomb being dropped. Nero is getting close with that auto-shotting, the XM1014, and Zeptic is looking for a peek towards this B ramp, but it's still going to be 60 that watches that and clears the push. So that could maybe give a chance for Triumph to rotate back here towards the B side, especially seeing that submachine gun fell. They could have the idea that Eclipse is going to be on a forced buy here.
Yeah, I would just rather Eclipse wait for the fight.
And then you then have Viz just go for the wide swing on the left to try to get those entries. So they don't really want to play for a post plant. They just want to go for the entry kill and go for the plant after to get the man advantage and not go or not allow Eclipse go for like a full team retake. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not really much that I can see.
Looking for a double swing. No pop flash again. So no pop flash, but at least the trade does work. So Robby does get the kill onto 60. That's a little bit of map control for the counter-terrorist side on B. But Triumph now, or should I say not Triumph, all grouped up together and looking to go through the staircase to work back here and avenge your teammate and go back towards the B side execution. So with that, Robby decides to fall back.
Nailed just to get 1 round after getting those 3 impressive frags from Nero Vincere.
Definitely. You know what? As long as they got the win, it was the win because it was the last round.
But at the same time, I mean, they're still looking strong.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see if they hold it off here, though. We do have 60 inside that site. They have rotation from the generator. And here comes the opening kills from the terrorist side, though. That's an early 5-on-3. And then we have a couple more shots. We're looking for this replay. Back in the action. Cooper answers back with 2. That leaves only Shakezullah by himself inside the spawn site, and unfortunately, nothing more for...
On Zeptic, maybe not Trump, won't even need the rifles. Shakezullah gets another one on Robby. 4v3 upgrades to a Galil and AK in Bwills' hands. And oh no, Cooper getting Nero. Bwills nades, droid touchdown, and Viz the headshot on John. Oh boy, 15-2 in favor of Triumph.
You just hate to see it, unfortunately, there. It was deagles, a 5-7, and he still went do or die. Molly on the ground and senior grenade by 60, falling back as he gets flashed like no tomorrow. But he slows him down enough. Viz is able to rotate across. You have Bwills watching the mid, and now already 3 person have rotated over. 3 people have rotated over, leaving only 1 person remaining in the end, actually. It's still going to be an overpowerment from Eclipse towards this B side.
That's not too shabby. I mean, you have Nero along with Robby still standing. Cooper with the AK definitely has the advantage. And the bad thing for Eclipse is they haven't been able to pick up any of the rifles. They're out of reach. Good Molotov thrown by Cooper to force out Robby. But
a mixed buy for both of these teams. They're confident right now for not Triumph. I mean, they're like, hey, we won rounds with pistols before. Let's do it again. But adding on top of that an M4 into the hands of Cooper, while for Eclipse, it's always do or die. So they're going to have to force buy no matter what. UMP, MAC-10s, Galil, and an AK storming towards the A site. Bwills hears the footsteps. No rotation yet from not Triumph, though. And Nero looking for the trade, not even needed, as Bwills falls from the hands of Robby. 2 other players to fall immediately towards the A side, and they're just pushing through towards the elevators. So it should be another round coming in for not Triumph, as all they have left is the MP9 and deagle.
That's great teamwork by Eclipse to come in there and take that site. They go with authority, not Triumph. Had the confidence. Like you said, they forced up the guns. But
when he was with Triumph before, and now that you have Cooper coming in, like all of these players basically stepped up on their side. They all had their shining moments. From the nice IGLing from Shakezullah, almost winning that 3 versus 1, but everybody else is just stepping up their game. They seem to be the unstoppable force going into this Mythic.
And now we're heading to Mirage. I think that Eclipse will put up a better performance here. They do have a better history on it. But before we get to that, guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. So first off, guys, don't forget to check out Mythic League, where with just 153 rounds against for a plus 16 round differential, as Eclipse are going to try and charge into the B site. 60 gets 1 Viz, takes the head off of John, and well, Robby is going to respond.
It's just sheer confidence right now for this counter-terrorist team. I mean, you saw 60 jump outside the window early, going into the underpass. It seems as though they already expected AP rush into the site, and they did not.
I'm insane. I'm crazy.
Pistol, they dropped it in the apartments, and the second one, it was those evil plants where
that's right.
They got the fight back. So yeah, unfortunately, because they didn't get those bomb plants, which probably answers to the low economy utility that they have, but they're still winning these gunfights. But Bwills continuing his spree from his droid is trying to clear it. This could be a big swing coming in very soon. At least the rotation's going to come across because Bwills is definitely going to hear that plant. And he gets the long range. Zeptic had the first shot, but unfortunately couldn't land the kill. It is going to be so hard for Droid to be able to hold this right now. But they have to act quick. Bwills has the kit, and that's good enough. Shakezullah does get the flank no matter what onto the A-Ram. Droid falls, and the defuse will come through for not Triumph to make it 3 unanswered rounds in the first half.
Very quickly. You did mention earlier that who are the star players and who are the players to watch here, as Viz is going to get one on John, Shake's going to get Droid, and I guess I'll get back to that.
Yeah, and you see it from Eclipse's side. There's a little bit of frustration coming through because they are going for, like, again, they're going into this round with 0 utilities. It was actually full 5 AKs, nothing going on for flashes and smokes, so they have to go for these body peeks. But at the same time, we'll see all these X's fall. Look at where the bomb is. It's been inside the T-spawn the whole time. 85.1
ADR, also had 24 3-kill plus rounds. He led the team in all of those categories. As Bwills is going to drop Nero. Ooh, nice shot by Robby, though.
Woo! Sorry, man. I'm screaming. Like, I love these one-taps. There's like so much confidence from Bwills since that ace that he's just confident on any type of swing that he wants to have against this team. And again, AK's coming through, and there's no utilities to work inside the site. We're going to sound like broken records at this point because for the second round in a row, the bomb is still down inside T-spawn. So even if you won these fights...
Have Zeptic and Robby, even Nero, who could certainly frag out, but as I alluded to earlier, they need to come together as a team and all fill their roles appropriately.
Now they're sort of punishing Triumph on these peaks. They went for a double peek from Catwalk and onto mid, but what I really like about this time for Eclipse is that they had immediate trades every single time that somebody fell. So with only a nade and a flash, and they still have a nade in hand, they didn't really use a flash either for Eclipse, but they had great near this bomb about to get tapped. But we do have the lean out from John, the one at full HP, and there you go. Robby comes in from the jungle, because with 128 teams going through the gauntlet, I think Flo was saying it was 6 rounds of qualifiers that they had to go through. And they were maybe expecting when they opened it up for 128 teams that maybe play across, then things would get a little bit better. But I think Eclipse and Russian Canadians played until like 2 a.m. to basically qualify into today. So they're tired, they're grinders, and you got to give them props for that for sure. But into this one, though, it seems to be similar to the pistol round where they have control of the site, but unfortunately the bomb once again is down inside the halls. So bomb is down, Viz is in there, Cooper has an op too, and he's about to pinch from Catwalk. Thankfully that smoke is going to give him a little bit of cover to start things off, and that's courtesy of Viz when they do it on the ground, but when he comes into the window, Cooper spots it and gets the ball back. A 1 versus 1 long range, Zeptic wins that one, and who knows, there's still a lot of time to work with. He could even run back towards the spawn if he wanted to. I love this. I've seen this in the other games that I've cast, and it's just to say, like, you know what, I'm still having fun with it. I still have the confidence. And there you go. He falls from
body instead of going back to the bomb site and trying to get position. Another slight mistake that was made by Eclipse is that, oh my goodness, Viz and Bwills are going to do some damage. Bwills just looking incredible. He finally goes down to Zeptic here. And Zeptic gets a second. Here we go.
Smoke went in towards that jungle, so that helped a bit. And Droid opens it up long range onto 60, but he's only at 16 HP now. The pistol is going to be good enough. Cooper doesn't need his off. Comes out, gets the kill. And
Cooper. And that was that. Not Triumph. Heading into round number 9 here, and Nero does open things up on Shake. Viz gets the insta-trade.
Through the smoke as well. But they still have a lurk up towards this connector, though. This could be very good for the one lurk in there, as Cooper's about to peek out, but Zeptic's to fall. Still, we're looking for that trade. There is that kill finally. Spotted from the van. He's going to try to win this fight versus 60 as he drops down with his teammate John. First one to fall, the trade with the deagle. It's still a 2 versus 2. His teammate's on the flank. Such a long flank. So he's trying to waste some time around this pillar. But you have to act quick, and they know it. They turn around, but we still get the kill. Robby trying to pinch the last person to go. It is going to be Cooper inside the fight. With the quickscope, misses the shot. Still with the deagle, he stays alive, and finally goes with the no-scope with the scout instead.
Won in double overtime, 22-19 on Inferno, so maybe we'll see a similar result against Not Triumph here on this map, as they're just going to bulldoze their way into the B site. No fuss, no muss.
You know, we saw the zoom earlier on from Shakezullah's camera, and I think it was zooming into the Dreamcatcher, basically trying to say, look, he's going to call some things and just going to shatter Eclipse's dreams, but not into this round. He was anchoring up towards this B side, and unfortunately, they just should be able to get saved. But, you know, as much as we're harping on Eclipse's performance since match number 1, you could start giving it a little bit and ending up towards B. So they're finding some sort of weaknesses into Triumph's hold onto the current turret side, but as I say that, unfortunately, the mid side
get a better position over at CT spawn. This could be to his favor if Robby comes out here and doesn't try to clear this, and he does! Cooper gets the shot, Bwills drops Zeptic, only John left standing, and the saved op gets 3 frags. Vents into a game that shall not be named.
I did good about that so far. It was only one slip.
John does get 1 frag. Bwills trades that immediately. We have a 4v4, but it is to the advantage of Eclipse. They're going to walk onto this A site. Oh, good shot by Cooper to drop Robby, but that is going to be post-plant.
Still, though, he might be able to lean into catch Zeptic. They know he's already under balcony, so they flush him out with that incendiary grenade, and that allows CXzi to get 2 kills. Only 1 more to go. He's stuck inside Sandwich, and Sandwich he is as Bwills moves in from the counter-terror spawn at Ticket Booth to get that frag. 9-5 after this defuse. We have 1 more round to go here in this first half, but
Not Triumph. Definitely feel like they're finding the rhythm again after Eclipse had a bit of a run. Ooh. Nero, though, is going to put a bullet through the skull of Cooper. Bwills gets revenge on him. And now Droid stepped back into the smoke. I think that was a really smart play not to over-aggress there.
They could trade this out, though. Viz was just winning on the side of Connector. He's about to get hit from Sandwich and from Connector, but too slow. Finally, Droid gets the kill. And he chimes up with the second one, but now it's a 1 versus 1. It was a double off setup. Deagle right now trying to peek out and trying to land this last shot. But it's still an AK being sprayed, and it's still going to be Droid that wins that fight. Comes going on retakes if needed, excuse me. CXzi is about to go head-to-head. Oh my god, that's 1 to fall, unfortunately, there. And that's going to be a weak A site. Having a little bit of trouble going down towards that ladder, but still, the A site control comes in favor of the terrorist side of Not Triumph. Oof. Dropping more inside the spawn. It's a 4 versus 2. John and Zeptic, the last 2 to go. Shakezullah just spotted 1. He's looking for the knife, but as he leans out a little bit too far, especially he doesn't want to let his teammate die, planting a bomb here towards the A side. Zeptic, he's left on his own, and he's about to get flanked again. Nothing but flanks going on here for Not Triumph. They get an easy pistol.
You do have Droid along with Nero playing relatively aggressively here at mid. Shake comes out from underpass, takes down Droid. That really weakens their connector hole with that AWP. Nero's going to have to hit this shot, because if he misses, he will go down almost certainly. CXzi, in the meantime, on the other side of the map, drops John through the wall. And that will make it a 5v3 advantage for Not Triumph. They have the B site completely taken. Shake drops Nero. Viz gets Zeptic. They are making it look easy here.
And the thing that sucks is that it's an op that he picks up. It's a free op, basically, that he can give to Cooper. And maybe not even need it, because even CXzi grabs the other one, too. So they could go for even double op on the attacker for Cooper.
And Mac 10 going to get picked up by Shake. Okay. Sure.
Going to go back and stack towards his B side.
Oh, nice shot for John with the P250. Shake goes down. Cooper trying to get the response. CXzi does manage to get Zeptic. That was... You have the M4A4 in Robby's hands as well. Nero trying to pick up and get a shot with the deagle. Robby does manage to drop CXzi, and now they've got them kind of on the ropes here to Eclipse. They'll try and come out here.
That was the biggest kill, because now they forced Not Triumph to come out towards the B side where that stack is happening, and they didn't expect another one to play towards that van, so it's a 1 versus 1 in the end. Bwills, though, has been a clutcher before, but just around the corner, he's still looking at the window. This is such a huge advantage for Robby, and there you go. That M4 that was saved, we said how crucial that needed to be. He's being spotted by Nero with the AWP too. But this is going to be an early fight towards spawn side, and it's Droid that wins them both. So CXzi and Viz both fall down. The bomb is still up where Cooper could pick it up, though, so they could still get some map control back in their side. And as they hear them running back towards the ramp, this is big for Bwills. He gets the first kill, but immediately traded out by Nero. So this was good for them to
itself an opportunity to go around towards CT. Cooper has a feeling that he went there, but it doesn't matter. John goes up on the flank. He delayed them long enough, did Nero, and then he takes down Shay because he turns his
towards the door side of the market. So very hard for them to retake, very hard for them where they can get a plant. And this round, though, it's going to be a leg onto Catwalk, a molly into the connector, and one to fall. So another early round coming in, or early man advantage coming in for Eclipse.
As Cooper's going to get a couple here to even things out all by his lonesome. The advantage is now gone. 226 HP combined for Not Triumph. It's 300 HP for Eclipse. And now the HP goes down even further with Robby getting a 2K. Cooper and Bwills go down. He was surrounded, but he managed to get the 2 quick flicks to take care of business. And Zeptic domes cxzi with the AW.
Self-flash here for Cooper to get control so that he can look back towards that ticket booth. And any type of peek is going to be a kill. Definitely easy one there for Cooper. Droid to fall. And as we think it could get so close here for Eclipse, it might start slipping away as cxzi gets another kill for an aggressive push from Nero up inside the B halls.
Oh, what a shame for Nero. Connected with the leg of cxzi. Couldn't get the frag. And cxzi manages to get Robby, but Zeptic simultaneously takes him down. It's not going to be enough. The frags went back and forth.
Though I like how you're looking at a counter-terrorist team. They're pushing players up towards top mid. And they might be able to catch it. They'll see the bomb, and they catch one to fall. That's Twistzz switching over to his weapon, but it gets traded out towards the mid side. Or was that A? I got a blurry on my screen, sorry, so I couldn't really see.
The bomb was dropped right outside of T spawn here.
Yeah,
but coming into support, this is going to be a very difficult bomb to recover.
All they want to do, as you can see right now, is it has to fall into the hands of these two players of Cooper and Bwills, because Shakezullah was give his weapon into the next. No money coming into the next round for Shakezullah, but it's still going to be. It still seems to...
Absolutely right. We're not expecting that type of aggression. 142 on the clock. Droid gets the opening frag on Viz while he was flashbang. Shake walks through the smoke, but Robby was waiting for that. The trap was set. Bwills and Cooper just going to have to do work fragging out here. They do get a couple. Open up the space that they need. Eclipse is trying to respond quickly with John over on the stairs, peeking back and forth. Zeptic at jungle, who does get Cooper. That leaves only cxzi and Bwills, and Eclipse are just trying to make sure that Not Triumph don't feel comfortable on this site at any moment in this retake.
Yeah, and they saw 2 cross before too. This is why cxzi is moving back up to get the first kill. A big flash gets the second one up to Nero, and he swings for the third. Zeptic to fall, and on Cooper to get these entries. This round, though, the aggression continues towards the top mid. There's going to be a battle from Cooper and Viz here towards this mid side, and it's going to be them winning in this series.
Yes, indeed. cxzi dancing around the corner, but John keeping hope alive, at least at the B site with that frag on cxzi. Doesn't take too much damage either in that engagement. Viz, along with Bwills, pinching into the A site. Shakes helping out in the lurk, gets Zeptic. Robby trying to hold his own with the FAMAS and sandwich, but Viz gets the shot and the kill. John, the last one standing, trying to come around, but it's going to be Shake to seal the deal.